Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And with the release of a new meta means another chance to get a free awakened sword for the time traveler masked hero. Specifically, this masked hero. Not the wind version, not the light version, this old space one. This is relevant, though, because she did get a skill fusion with this Protector of Peace meta. So she's actually a bit more useful than what she was a couple days ago. You gotta fuse her, and you gotta have her at level 100, but that's a different story. We're here to talk about her weapon, this specific sword. So, when equipped by Masked Hero the Time Traveler, increases attack by 10%. It's not special, it's the same as any other piece of gear, it's just specifically for this Masked Hero. And you cannot forge or make this sword. It is given to you as a quest reward for clearing a stage in the story. So specifically, Chapter 13, the Beauty Makes Her Move, Expert Difficulty, Stage 8 unlock with the questionable EP. So first off, we're going to be fighting Hinata, who only has 67,000 HP. It's very, very little. What she does do is that she nerfs your entire front line by a literal crap ton on turn 1 before you even get to do anything. So your front line is terrible. She also, in the stage, nerfs greens, which is not great because we're running a green-focused team with the Protectors of Peace. So we're going to have to work around that a little bit. But once you kill Hinata, you move on to fight the Masked Hero. She has a bit more HP, and a bit more stats, and a bit more everything, because instead of nerfing you, she buffs the crap out of herself and gives her an ult, which means that if you do not kill her on the first turn that she shows up, she is going to wipe your entire front line. 300% attack, light attack, guaranteed crit, crit damage, pierce power. She's got super guard and normal guard, so your normal orbs really don't do that much damage to her. But every month we do this with a new meta comes out, at least the beginning of the meta. So today, our team looks like this. We've got the new Masayuki, we've got the new Geld, we've got the new Rimuru. And we're ideally going to have enough AoE damage with this Rimuru and guaranteed crits and his 150% ult damage to take out this Hinata. I don't know how well this is going to work. We're going to bring Space Lumi. We're going to try and ideally push to turn 8 so we can make use of her full skill. And then we've also brought Space Rimuru, who is skill fused, for the attack buff and ult resistance down. These two characters are, they're very old. This Rimuru's OG release. This Lumi is, the 1.5 anniversary over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. And then Geld is free to play, Tri is free to play. I might swap Geld out if this doesn't work for Exalted Champion Veldora. We'll have to wait and see. But no one on this team, except for Rimuru and Shizuka, have attack gear on, because I want to do as little damage as possible to Hinata to allow us to build up for a couple of turns, get a lot of points, and be able to use this 80-point skill, this 80-point skill, and this 55-point skill. So that means that we cannot kill Hinata immediately. We have to take our time, but we still also have to somehow get a Rimuru EX ult, which, again, might be why I swap out either Trya or Geld for Exalted Champion Veldora, because he's got that massive green gauge buff. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to try and take the hero out. I don't know how well it's going to work, because Masayuki is not like a traditional stacking protector where I can bring him in and take him out. He stacks at the end of the turn, which means we have to leave Rimuru in and send orbs with him. And since he's the only one with attack gear, he's going to hit much, much harder. Too hard, maybe in some points. So that's why I have my doubts about this Masayuki. Yeah, his gimmick is really weird, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Alright, so we can see that on turn 1, we have all of these major nerfs to us. Hinata eventually starts giving her some defensive buffs, but that doesn't happen for a few turns. So ideally here, we're going to try and get a little bit of extra ult gauge with Rimuru, so we're going to bring him in for Trya, and we'll just send these 3 orbs and see how much damage we do. We do a lot. Okay, great. Okay, there's the green nerf. We're gonna have to kind of wait this out. All right, that counter doesn't really help us at all. Okay, well, I mean, this is what we're gonna have to do. I might bring in who is it? Who am I thinking? Veldora to get the green buff. Oh man, yeah, this'll be something. I mean, I don't want any of this. The green debuff only lasts for a couple turns, though. Maybe I just send like one orb or something until she starts getting her defense. That might be something that we have to do. Okay, so here is Masayuki. The greens, we can use this now. Let's start getting some points as well. Boom, weakness resistance down. None of our characters are dark, so that isn't really going to have an impact. Let's bring you in for Traya. And then we can get an 8% stack here and reset the skills of at least Geld. And we'll send these guys first. And hopefully Rima doesn't do that much. Alright, 16. Alright, guarding those, that's very good. So now because we sent 6 orbs, we're going to get the 8% attack. But Hinata's looking real low. Alright, there's the resistance. That's what we wanted to see there. And there's the Inspire. But the thing about Inspire is that it hits all these characters. So now everybody has an extra 8% attack, which isn't really what I want to do. So, yeah, let's bring you back in. We could change the Geld Orb. Boom. And then we could use the reset again and constantly give these two characters extra buffs. Maybe we just make a full magic team instead, and that way no one gets the buff. That's certainly probably something we could do. Yeah, now we gotta send these guys first, because they're just stronger. Yeah, that's not the damage I'm looking to see here. We are nowhere close to getting an ult with Rimuru. Oh, and we have ults now for these two. Yeah. 215 points. That is enough. We just need to get the ult now. So... yeah, this is going to be a bit interesting, huh? Okay, let's use the Geld Orb change. Boom. Let's get Geld out of here. And then we've got a bunch of Traya Orbs that we can convert. So, you know what? Let's see exactly what happens here. We have another green orb incoming, so Traya, you can go away. And then we can do this. This will send us into part 2 against the masked hero. And then we'll still get another 8% because we're attacking 6 times. This gives us the ult. This gives us enough points to use the nuke. So let's just see how much damage we actually end up doing against the masked hero to begin with, and then we'll alter the team accordingly. Because we might need the EX ult. Oh, we're just going to skip. Okay. Right? Nope. Okay, there we go. The hero just decided to pop up a little bit. Alright, so there's secret scenario number 3. You get it just for clearing Hinata, and now we fight the hero, who is giving herself a literal crap ton of buffs. So we must take her out here and now. And if we can't, well, then we're out of luck. We're also not on turn 8, like I wanted to be, because I'm an idiot. So we don't have the full power of Lumi. Kind of unfortunate. But let's just try it anyways, and see what happens. And again, we will adjust our strategy accordingly. That 40% crit resistance down was probably going to help a lot. But, can we kill? 179. We need to go one more turn. Okay, well... yep, that's what happens if you don't kill her. Yeah, and then these guys are all nerfed. It's awful. Okay, we will come back. We will try and make a better team. It's either the EX ult or that extra turn. Probably the extra turn. Hold on. Okay, we are back on turn 9. I made one change. I took out Space Rimuru for Isis so we could get more orb changing and the green buff. I don't know how well it's going to work here, but it is what it is. So if we bring in Rimuru for Geld here, we can get his ult, surely. But is that actually a good thing? Uh, let's get a full hand of greens, and we'll just send all of it. So we can change this one orb with Rimuru. His weakness strike doesn't mean anything because he's water, and both the hero and Hinata are light, so it does not matter. Let's put the Inspire on. Let's give him a little, 8% attack right here. And we're going to make back a lot of points, so we will have enough, and we're so close to getting the EX ult. Damn, if I had been able to wait one more turn, but we had the Isis ult, and she would have killed. Alright, well, let's see if this is enough with the full buff to actually take out the hero with 471 points now to do nothing with, essentially. Yeah, this is definitely a very wonky stacking team. Because the buffs don't get applied until the end of the fight, but we don't want to hit with Rimuru, so we don't want him up front for everything, so let's, physical buff, Rimuru buff, and we can't wait out the turn because we're going to die, so we'll see if this kills. 103. That is not nearly as much as I was hoping for. Holy crap. And that would have only done 206, which was not going to kill the hero. Well, it might have killed the hero. Maybe. How much health did she have left over? Because we would do double damage. Oh, no, it would have killed. So if we had the EX ult, we could have done that. So I guess let's come back and let's try and get a good hand like that instead. Okay. We are on turn 10 now, so we definitely have the 8-turn restriction lifted from Lumi's skill. We also have a full hand of Traya, which means that we will soon have a full hand of buffed green Rimuru orbs. So 1 and 2. So green buff, active. Full orb change, active. We can use, well, let's bring Rimuru in first for Traya. And then we can also bring in Lumi for Veldora. We've used his green buff already, we don't need to do anything else. So let's put the Inspire buff on. Let's reset Geld back down so we could use his skill. We already have enough points to use everything anyways, so it doesn't really matter all that much. So let's just go ahead and send this. We're going to get the EX ult for Rimuru. Perfect. And now, hopefully, this will do enough damage to take out the hero in one fell swoop. We were only 100k off from last turn. So now, hopefully with the EX ult, the buffs, and then maybe sending a few of the other smaller orbs that are going to be not hitting very hard, but still maybe will be the difference maker. Oh yeah, sure, that'll work. Let's do this. Oh, single orb change. Boom. And then buff and buff. And I mean, I guess we can Inspire. I mean, we don't really need to. Because it's either we kill here or we don't kill here. But let's take a look and see if this is actually enough to do 206,000 damage or something. 245. Okay, well, we will certainly take that. There we go. That was a struggle. That was more of a struggle than I've had on the stage for a long time, and that's mainly just because of the Protector not stacking immediately on when you use him. It's at the end of the turn, and we don't want to kill Hinata that quickly. So, yeah, Masayuki's a bit janky. I'm sure once the full team is out, he will look very, very good, but right now he looks just kind of mid. So, but there we go. After you do that, it'll have us do the secret cutscene episode, whatever, 5, hidden episode concept number 5 by Fuse. And then after you watch this in its entirety, or you can skip it, doesn't really matter. But after this, you will have a free masked hero that is at Awakened 1 star in your gift box. And even if you don't have the masked hero, it is just a free Awakened sword that you can put on anybody, and it'll help you out because it's a lot better than the starting, 1-star gear that you've been forging, right? So, it definitely will help. It'll just be much more impactful when you actually get the masked hero. So it's going to have a lot more attack than the Knuckle Duster or Iron Fist or whatever the sword is down here. The short sword, long sword. So it'll definitely help you out. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.